What is going on, guys? Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name's Boogie Bentley. He's Coach Jay. He's Coach Rice. We are one more sleep away from what I'm calling, maybe I'm alone. If you guys disagree, you can talk about it in the comment section. I'm calling it Josh Heupel's biggest game of his career. You got everything to play for. The college football playoff rankings came out earlier this week, and they sent a message. They basically said, Tennessee, you better win, or we're going to drop you on the outside of the bubble. You're going to be looking in. You're going to be sitting at home. I talked to JP, good old JP. Love me some JP, but, man, he struggles. He struggles with positivity. He said, what do you want, Boogie, another Cheez-It bowl? I said, JP, do you remember where we've been? But I don't want to be where we've been. I want to look to where we are going. SEC championships, national championships. You're a 10-point dog going into Athens. We all know Josh Heupel has struggled on the road. ESPN FPI gives us less than a 40% chance to win this game. A lot of speculation about whether or not Nico will play. As of the time of this recording, he is listed as questionable. So we don't know if he's going to play. Maybe we'll know a little bit more as you guys watch this video. But you know the deal, man. Smash the thumbs up, share out the link, all that good stuff. Let people know Talkin VAWLS is the place for Tennessee football coverage. We claim to not be experts or insiders, but both of these guys coach a little football. They educate us. I like these guys because they teach me about football every single time they come on the channel. Coach Jay coaches defense out in California. Coach Rice, Coach Jay, where does Coach Rice coach offense? Where does he coach? Do you remember?
Tennessee.
The great state of Tennessee.
The great state of Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
So they bring their knowledge on this Friday afternoon game day breakdown. Coach Jay is going to tell you what Georgia does on defense. Coach Rice is going to tell you what they do on offense, and they're also going to give you their keys to the game. We're going to let Coach Jay kick it off this week. What is Georgia going to try to do to Tennessee on the defensive side of the ball?
Yeah, well, number one, look, Kirby Smart's a disciple of Nick Saban, right? You're going to see 3-3-4 look, 3-3-5. They're going to give you some 4-2-5 base, but really they're going to run that 3-3-5 out of that. Occasional 3-4 is what you're going to see in this linebacker-centric defense for Kirby Smart. I do think the film shows that they're kind of looking at a 30-30-30 principle. For those of you wondering, that just means you want a gun for about 30% base, 30% stunt, and 30% coverage. Leaves you an extra 10%. Those of you doing math to 100% to figure out what you're covering, right? Look, they've had some injuries at linebacker, and you have to be strong at linebacker in order to play this defense. That's number one. CJ Allen, young, maybe not as fast as some of the other linebackers, good head on his shoulders. But once again, there's a little bit of room to attack that, and I'm sure Coach Rice will go into that. Also, Mundun, their other linebacker, just came back from injury last week. Another maybe weak chink in the armor you can attack. The other thing you want whenever you have a three-front defensive line is an elite nose tackle, and Georgia had just this 2 years ago. If you recall, Coop got his butt kicked 2 years ago. Coop needs to go out there and dominate this week and make sure we get that nose tackle out of this. But look, they're going to try to stay varied. They're going to try to confuse us. They're going to try to run that 3-3 stack. They're going to try to bring extra men into the box when they do stunt. They'll bring 4 men. They'll bring 5 men. They'll bring 6 men. It's rare that they bring over 6, but they will bring up to 6. Every now and again, I've seen them bring an extra. Rare unless they're in the red zone. But they are going to try to stack some, but they're also on those passing downs. Like I said, 30, 30, 30. They're going to know when to drop back. They're going to know when to play base. They're going to know when to stunt. We need to be on our P's and Q's. This isn't the elite defense of Georgia of years past. This is a really good Georgia defense. We need to be up to the test.
All right, we're going to switch over to the offensive side of the ball. Coach Ross, what's this Georgia offense that man, I don't know as much as you guys know about ball, but I can formulate a game plan how we need to make Carson Beck make mistakes. What are they going to bring on the offensive side?
I know they're going to bring very multiple formations. They use a lot of two tight end sets. They'll get into some 11 personnel. You also see some two running back sets from time to time. But keynote is a couple of their main running backs, Trevor Etienne and Cash Jones, are dealing with some injuries. So how much will we see of that? I don't know. Carson Beck, he's a great quarterback, but he's a great quarterback that's struggling this year. I think he has all the potential to, be that NFL caliber quarterback, but he is struggling with pressure and multiple looks from the defense. He's been interception prone this year, so that's a quick note that Tennessee's defense needs to, take advantage of that. Oscar Delp, Lawson Luckley, two tight ends that or we know Georgia from the Brock Bowers and Darnell Washington days. They love using their tight ends. Mike Bobo is a very big user of tight ends, whether it be all over the field, motion them into or out of formation. Using them in blocking schemes and in play action schemes. So keep an eye on those tight ends. Adrian Smith is their big play, fast burner wide receiver. Kobe Young is their tall outside wide receiver. Landon Humphreys, the transfer from Vanderbilt, good wide receiver, guy that's still kind of getting into the mold there at Georgia. And then Dominic Lovett, they use him out of the slot. He's got the most receptions on the team. But Adrian Smith has the most yards. So you got to keep eye on those playmakers. Offensive line struggling this year, but we know for Georgia, they have all the talent in the world. But they have struggled this year with blitz and looks and speed off the edge. So we'll see what Tennessee gives them. But they have all the talent in the world. They just haven't put it together this year with Mike Bobo running the offense.
If you guys like what these coaches do every single Friday afternoon, make sure you smash the thumbs up. We would appreciate that. Share these videos out. We got to get more eyes on them. I praise these guys because, man, I look back to the Florida game, and Coach Rice is on here, and he's like, man, they do a lot of shifting. They'll shift format. And I'm like watching the game, I'm like, man, they are shifting a lot. And it's like they educate me week in and week out. Coach Jay's done the same thing going into the Kentucky game. He said, Boogie, they're gonna drop a lot of guys. Nico's gonna have to be patient and pick and choose his shots. And then what do? That's exactly what we saw. So if you want to get up to speed, you want a little inside X's and O's, this is a place to get it. So make sure you smash the thumbs up. What they also do on these Friday game day breakdown videos is they give their keys to the game. But what I want you guys to do, and don't cheat the test because the professors are going to give you the answers. Put your keys to the game in the comment section right now. But Coach Jay, what are your keys to the game for Tennessee to come out of Georgia with a win, and a shot at an SEC championship, and a shot at a national championship?
All right. Key number one, defensive line, linebackers. This is about winning your one-on-ones. What's in front of you? Your one-on-ones against their offensive line, your one-on-ones versus their tight ends. They've been running free, like Coach Rice has said the last couple years. This is unacceptable. We need to win those one-on-ones. When the whistle blows on Saturday and we're on defense, when that whistle blows, I expect you to unleash hell on their tight ends. I expect you to unleash hell on their offensive line. I expect you to unleash hell on Carson Beck. Make him wish he was sitting back in his cheap little Lambo, with his with his excuses and his smiles on his sidelines. That's number one. Boogie, if you could throw up the formation, I gave you a little bit. I want to talk about this. Key number two, this defense that you see in front of you is the defense that has handed Tennessee their butt the last 2 years when we've played Georgia. Okay? All right. This is a defense designed to where you can move over that little cash sign on the left-hand side of your screen, and you can bracket that slot between the safety, the F on that screen. You can slide them into the box. That N on your screen can move with Y. They can move with a running back. They can stay multiple, but what you'll notice about this is there's room out in space. We need to win these wide receiver battles out in space. They are going to grab you, Tennessee wide receivers. They are going to frustrate you. We've seen it the last couple of years out on the edges. You need to be physical. You need to fight through that, and you need to fight through the ball and catch the football when you see that. Number 3, we have not ran the ball against Georgia. You saw a 3-man front in that formation as well. We need to run the dang football offensive line. And I'm going to add a caveat on that because I personally believe Nico is going to play in this game. Nico, you wanted this game. You asked for this Georgia game. You said this is the game that you wanted to play in. You got your wish, baby. If you can go, then go. Get it. It's in front of you. Florida, check. Alabama, check. Georgia's in front of you. Take it, man. Tennessee immortality is right in front of you. Go take it, baby. Go Big Orange.
I love it. Become a legend. Become a legend.
Yep.
Go beat Tennessee, Alabama, and Florida in the same year. Go win an SEC championship. Go to the college football playoff. Go win a national championship. Let's put it all together. Boys, let's put it all together at the same time. And nobody in this country can beat us. Coach Rice, I feel like you've been put on blast. I feel like Coach Jay cheated you. He sent me X's and O's and said, Boogie, can you put this on the screen? I said, yes, I can. But Coach Rice doesn't know you're going to do this. So now you've been put on blast. You got to bring X's and O's from now on. You got to bring the playbook to the Talkin VAWLS Network.
I got you. That's not
he can do that.
Oh, it fired me up. Coach Jay sent me this. He's like, you want to put this on? I said, yes, I do. Coach Rice, what are your keys to the game? What do we got to do to come out with a dub against Georgia?
Well, first key, and these are going to sound very familiar. The team that makes the fewest mistakes will win. If at first the game or breaks go against you, you don't let up. You put on more steam. Press the kicking game. Here is where the breaks are made. Carry the fight to Georgia and keep it there for 60 freaking minutes. That's key number 1. Those are why I think are the most important keys, the most important maxims to this game, because I think those 4 are the ways Tennessee wins this game. Number 2 key, hit Carson Beck, hit him. Don't let up, put him on the ground, let him get to know where the ground is, and you will get to take advantage of those opportunities and mistakes he makes, because he does make those mistakes. Number 3 key, Dylan Sampson, if there's any time more of a leader that we need one, this is the game. You go show the whole country who the Heisman is in this game. Go have your Heisman moment. Go get 150 yards and 3 touchdowns. Go do what you know how to do and what you were on this team for this very day. You know, and the whole team knows, this team can't win without you. And you've put this team on your back all season. You go do it again. There's no one better than you. You go show the country who the best running back in the country is. That's your keys to the game from Coach Rice.
I love it. Don't forget to put your keys to the game in the comment section, man. Oh, gosh. I know I come on here on Wednesday night, and I got a little confidence. I'm feeling like ball's going to roll. This is so big, man. And it feels good, right? It feels good, guys. It feels good to be sitting here in November and have a football game that has so much on the line. Like, it's been a minute since we've been here. And, like, Josh Heupel brought us back to this moment where it's like we have a huge opportunity in front of us, but now is the time to go get it. Go take what's ours. We are disrespected on the regular. Let's go take it. Like I've said all week long, leave it out of the hands of the judges. Go beat Georgia. Go beat UTEP. Go beat Vanderbilt and go get what is yours. Put all your comments into the comment section. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. Smash the thumbs up on the way out the door. Go check out the Talkin VAWLS merchandise, bonfire.com/store/Talkin VAWLS. Think about becoming a member of the channel. You get a power T beside your name, custom Talkin VAWLS emojis. Both of these guys were fans of this channel. They came on, they watched the show, they became members, they jumped on the fan call-in shows, and now they are co-hosts. I don't even think they're equals. They bring more than I do. I just show up and I ask their opinions and we roll with it. These guys are family, man. You can be a part of the family too. Think about hitting that join button. We would greatly appreciate it. But that is going to do it for this. We'll be live tomorrow night, an hour before kickoff, and also immediately following the game. So tune in for that. For Coach Jay, for Coach Rice, my name is Boogie Bentley. This is the Talkin VAWLS Network. Go Big Orange.